are going to tell you about what loyalists of DK Shivakumar fear. For that, let me go across to Imran. Imran, both sides put out their versions before the High Command. There was a discussion between Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge. Karnataka featured prominently. We are also learning that Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge, as per sources, are in favor of a rehaul in the party and in the government. What did both sides say? You're saying that, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's loyalists want him to achieve that milestone of being the longest serving CM of the state, and that will happen in January. They want him to present the budget. Now tell us about the fears and the apprehensions of the DKS camp.
Well, absolutely. In fact, the DK Shivakumar and the supporters feel that if you allow Siddaramaiah to continue, he will cement his position even more further. As of right now, there is a lot of push from DK Shivakumar's side. There's a ball being set the ball rolling right now to discuss on the CM issue. If they give any more time and leeway, it will be difficult for him to dislodge, as what we had earlier. They also feel that according to their claim, that when they came to power, the Congress government came to power, Chief Minister agreed for change of power after 2.5 years, and that he has not kept up his promise, and that's the reason why DK has been constantly insisting on this issue, and in fact tweeted saying that the High Command should also respect the word what they had given to him about 2.5 years. There will be change of Chief Minister. If we give him to be the longest serving Chief Minister in January, if we allow him to present the budget, then it will be cemented. The major crucial is the Chief Minister wants to change a complete overall of the cabinet. If they allow him to continue the cabinet, then there will be people loyalists to Chief Minister who will be part of the cabinet. He will have no say into the government, or he will dislodging him will become even more difficult. For him right now, the change has to happen. It has to happen now. If we give any more time and leeway, it will only gather more cement. I mean, he will solidify his position much more further as the longest serving Chief Minister, as someone who's presented 17th budget. The entire cabinet will be his. So it will be much more difficult for him to dislodge. So this is the moment now what DK Shivakumar feels and his supporters feel. And this is the moment now he should be dislodged. And it has to happen now. This is what we're going to demand from the High Command, to keep up the word, to keep their end of the bargain. That is 2.5 years, he should step down.
So that bonhomie over the breakfast in Bengaluru was just for the cameras. And let me also bring in Pratibha, our colleague who's joining us. Minute by minute updates coming in from Karnataka. Imran, Neha, Pratibha, keeping all of you ahead on all those crucial developments. Pratibha, Imran is breaking down the inside story of what happened in that meeting between Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, the issues that were discussed. What is each camp saying? Before I bring you in, let's listen into what DK Shivakumar said earlier today. A very interesting comment. He said that I know my limits. I have never publicly disagreed with the Chief Minister. What is the larger implication of that message? We'll play that out.
There was no difference with me or the Chief Minister. Myself being a party president, I know my limits. Nowhere I have made any comments or different opinion with the Honorable Chief Minister. We all have worked together. There is a lot of aspiration with the people of Karnataka. We are committed to it. We will work out. Our aim is 28 and 29. Right. For that, we all are ready to work, and we will work out together. No, myself, Chief Minister, will have to work out a strategy. We wanted all-party meetings on various issues.
So you heard what DK Shivakumar said. He said, I know my limits, and then he also said, me and the Chief Minister will work out a strategy. Pratibha, you've been tracking all the updates coming in from the state of Karnataka. After that meeting yesterday, are you convinced, or are people in the state of Karnataka convinced that it's over, everything is sorted? Yes, they are working together for the betterment of the state.
Well, Sagarika, immediately after the meeting, on one hand, you had the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister who were waving to the cameras, smiling, but it was quite evident from DK Shivakumar's reaction that he wasn't really happy with the outcome of that meeting. And, you can't really blame him. What can be expected? It's not like over just breakfast, Siddaramaiah was going to decide that, yes, I'm going to submit my resignation and you can become the Chief Minister. So the High Command asked the two leaders to have breakfast together to come up with a solution, but it isn't as simple as that, and that's what happened. So, you spoke of January as well. January 7th 7th is the date, and that's a legacy that is an open secret in Karnataka that Siddaramaiah has been chasing to become the longest serving Chief Minister of Karnataka. Devraj Aras, the record will be broken by Siddaramaiah on the 7th of January. There is a belief within the Congress party that after that Siddaramaiah may agree, but then he also wants to present the budget, which may come much later in the end of February or March. And then you have the assembly elections that will be taking place in Kerala and, in Tamil Nadu as well. So the High Command again will not want any change. So for DK Shivakumar camp, it's very clear that if it doesn't happen now, it's going to be delayed much further because then it gets pushed to the next year. Then the assembly elections happen, which means mid-year. And then you have again the same fight for DK Shivakumar, that it will hardly be 1 year where he will be the chief minister. And then Siddaramaiah will say, let me complete my entire tenure, and then DK Shivakumar can take over. So there is a lot of apprehension from the camp within DK Shivakumar. He himself is also convinced that now is the time. If it doesn't happen now, then he might perhaps have to say goodbye to that chair once and for all, and maybe wait for the next elections to come in 2028.
Absolutely. Pratibha, do stay with us. Imran, Neha, continue being with us. Imran, I'll come back to you because the major part of that scoop that you're tracking becomes the Sonia angle. What is the Sonia angle in the larger Karnataka political crisis? We'll tell you about it. But let's also go across to Rohit, who's joining us from the newsroom. Rohit, now graphically explain to us what each side is saying. The scales are tilting is in whose favor currently? Over to you, Rohit.
Right, absolutely, Sagarika. A lot has been happening in the state of Karnataka as well as in the national capital over the last few days, because while a lot of attention has been on what is happening in Karnataka, of course, the decision ultimately has to be taken in Delhi, and that is something both DK Shivakumar as well as Siddaramaiah have made very clear. Even in their breakfast meeting, even after all the smiles, beyond the smiles, what they made quite clear is that ultimately it is the High Command that has to make the decision, and now both sides are putting forth their demands. Let's see what both sides are saying. This is what Chief Minister's loyalists, Siddaramaiah's loyalists, are saying, that they don't want any change before the budget session. On the other hand, DKS is saying that they want an immediate change of guard at the moment. Now, why is Siddaramaiah saying that? Because Siddaramaiah's side wants him to be the longest serving chief minister. Like Pratibha was mentioning, Devraj Aras is the former chief minister who has the record of holding the post for the longest time, and Siddaramaiah's team wants him to beat that record, which is why they want him to remain the CM until at least the budget session. CM loyalists are also saying that he must present the budget, while DK Shivakumar's team is saying, what if he doesn't honor his word? Now remember, this is also very important because you saw the war of words that was happening on social media as well between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah just a few days earlier, after which, of course, the High Command had to step in and had to tell them to, hold this kind of breakfast meet for at least for the optics. But now, of course, DK Shivakumar's team once again maintaining that they are unsure about whether Siddaramaiah will keep his word, which is why they want an immediate change of guard. The Chief Minister's loyalists also saying that they want him to be the longest serving Chief Minister, a point that Pratibha also raised. And DK's loyalists, on the other hand, are saying, what if the CM does not give up his chair? Because after the budget session, there would be roughly about 1.5 years left, and that is probably too less. Siddaramaiah might demand that he remain the CM for the remainder of his term as well. So this is what both the sides are demanding. It now remains to be seen how Delhi will decide on what needs to be done next.
Rohit, for getting us and for breaking down that inside scoop here on, after the information that Imran got us. We've told you about what each side wants. Now, going across to Imran once again for the latest piece of breaking news information, once again telling you the inside story. Imran, the latest piece of information from the scoop that you're tracking